Hello, Irregular Nation. What is up? And welcome to our first spoiler review of Superman and Lois. Oh, yeah. Okay, and even before we dive into that, anybody that is subscribed to me might have saw that a video was uploaded not just too long ago, probably like a few minutes ago. So this is take two of my spoiler review. In the first one, I showed footage. I showed the intro and I showed the opening scene. But unlike when you do a trailer reaction, when you're playing entire scenes of, I guess, a show that is copyright issues. So, like I said, smelling like Similac because I'm still new with this. But awesome. I got my first block video. I feel like that's like kind of official now. For my YouTube channel, the fact that I had a blocked video, that's awesome. Oh man, that's good shit. That's good shit. Good shit. I like it. Because I was going, I'm going to my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, Kelsey, the video's not showing up. I don't see it anywhere. And then I get a text from my buddy, yo, your video's blocked. And he sends me a picture. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, cool stuff. So Superman and Lois. Oh man, I'm gonna just pull up pictures. I can't pull up video. Fucking show was great. It was great. Everything about the show was so cinematic. The way they shot it. Anybody that saw the preview for it before it was coming out yesterday was you're just like, wow, this like looks like it's gonna actually be pretty damn legit. Like they didn't keep the Arrowverse suit, thank God. Yes, he is part of the Arrowverse, but this is also its own thing. HBO Max got behind this. They pumped a lot of money into it because you can tell. The opening intro when he's talking and you see him as a baby, the way the ship dematerializes and you see him pop out, it's like, what? I'm like, is this, I mean, like, you're like, damn. From in the opening scene where he's flying over the water, you see the sonic boom, you see the freaking water spreading, everything looks great. The usage of his powers, I mean, we see the Fleischer suit in the opening intro and it looks fantastic, and I'll show you guys that on in the photos, which I am allowed to do, thank God. Just can't play video. Okay, good thing to know in the future. Yeah, and this is the first show that I've actually watched live in the longest time. Like, like where I knew it was coming. It brought me back to like, when Smallville was, brand new and everything, and watching it, one of my faves. And just, I don't have my DVR anymore because everything's fucking streaming. You have all your streaming networks and you can go on there and watch them whenever the hell you want. But to watch it live, it was fantastic. I was geeking out when I saw the Fleischer suit. It was fucking awesome. And then just him taking flight. Everything in the show. The beats were good. And then, anybody that was kind of worried about the adolescent part with the kids, no, they were good. They were good actors. They weren't annoying. The one kid with the social anxiety issues is the one that ends up having the Superman latent powers. You see that in the one scene where they're at like this bonfire, little party out in Smallville, and both the brothers are getting the shit kicked out of them, and then the one gets mad, and then before we, I'm jumping all over the place, so whatever. He has like this moment, and then you see the heat vision and he blows up the bonfire and it throws everybody flying, and it was just crazy. And before that, Superman's actually out I believe that's I don't know where he is. He's somewhere. And he's doing his thing, and that might have been when he was fighting Luthor. Oh yeah, spoiler. Lex Luthor is going to be the villain in this because he is the one in that mechanical suit fighting and then stabs Superman in the heart. And I do believe that's when he has to go show up and see what's going on with the little kitties. Yeah, everything in this show just clicked. There was nothing wrong. Tyler Hoechlin's performance as Clark Kent and as Superman, perfect. Good. Goes with the show. The show had, had its like emotional beats at times, and like where Martha dies. And you see him zooming over there from the funeral when he's, like how they have the Lana Lang aspect in it, and then the one boy is kind of connected now to Lana Lang's daughter, who, we'll see where all that goes. That's the adolescent part, but they're still going to tie it in, it seems like, in a good way. The action in this show, great. I mean, nothing looked bad. From Superman saving, like I said in the beginning, the nuclear power plant scene, which is another reason why I got my last video blocked, because I showed it to everybody, because it was just fucking awesome. Watching him use his super breath and using his mind to figure out how he's going to take the nuclear reactor down and cool it down. And he makes like a giant iceberg. He blows it into the ocean, flies down, flies up, comes up, the way it looks, the score that was going, everything was hitting. So let's take you to some of the pictures. But yeah, before I even talk about the pictures, because I did have this little bit of a rant in my last video, and it ties into the fact that everybody with this ain't my, Henry Cavill's my Superman, Christopher Reeve's my Superman, Brandon Routh's my Superman, George Reeves is my, whatever. Everybody, can you all shut the fuck up, please? I mean, does everybody have to argue about everything? I mean, you have every iteration of a comic book character out there. Superman's not your character, okay? You can love what you want to love about him, from this comic, from that cartoon, from that movie, go watch it. Stop going out there and like going into like this picketing thing where you now have to go on, chase to the internet, to Twitter, to Instagram, to Facebook, whatever freaking media source you want to use, and start typing in like, oh, this one's my Superman. This one doesn't compare. He sucks. He blows. Oh my God. I mean, when you look at that from the outside, you're just like, what a bunch of dumbasses. Seriously. You all sound like a bunch of freaking dumbasses, and you need to stop. Honestly. And I'm a big Henry Cavill fan. Man of Steel was perfection for me. I love Man of Steel. Also love the Christopher Reeve movies. Have respect for what Brandon Routh did. Like what Tyler Hoechlin's doing. Oh my God. I appreciate all the different Supermen that they're having. Dean Cain, what he did. But everybody has to sit there and go and act like it's, they're defending this like it's, they wrote it, they did it, and it's all theirs, and you can't have any other thing in the world. Really? Really, y'all? I can't wait for the Snyder Cut too. But you got this also. So anyway, like I said, y'all sound like a bunch of dumbasses. That's how you want to be, fine. But with that kind of attitude, that's all I got to say. All right. So let's share some photos that I was talking about. And that I know we're allowed to do. Haha. I can actually share the photos. Bastards. Making me do this again. How dare you? No, I love doing this anyway, so it's okay. Alrighty. So like here's like some of the things I was talking about, like this shot right here. The water down below, like when you're watching this during the show, you're just like, damn, this looks great. The cape flapping, all of it. I mean, it was really spot on. And I'm like, and honestly, people, if you doubt me, go check it out. I mean, the opening scene, I'm telling you, you'll be in. And it's shot like a movie. The color tone that they use, the camera that they use, whatever it is, good job. Good job. And then this scene, like, look at him. How is that not Superman there right there to you? Look at the suit. I mean, I heard like there was people complaining about like the way the ass looked or something. What? Honestly, everybody that bitches and moans, I'd like to say, go do your own thing then. If you think you know what's right and what everybody wants. No, that's actually not it. You're only looking at it from your own selfish little spastic standpoint. Interesting. Learn to have an open mind, people. So, I mean, look it. and this is when he lands. This is after he takes care of the situation. There was a lot of emotional beats, like I said, in this show, and this scene right here where he is opening up about the powers that he has to his kids. It is a real emotional, like you actually pick that up right there, and like the anger between, the kids and not him, but he wanted to, keep it secret because he knows how he grew up and all that kind of stuff, and how different it's going to be because they are both, they are half human. Also, he's not half human; he's fully Kryptonian. But that shot and this whole scene that goes on right here, where he's picking it up, nothing looks cheap in this show. Nothing looks cheap at all. Even when he's flying out in outer space, I don't know if I'm going to find that shot here. But yeah, I mean, that looks great right there. That looks great. Like, here's the start of the scene where he just decides to go do it. He starts picking it up, and they're both like, right here, they're just like, what the fuck is going on? Huh? So here is part of that scene. There's Luther, by the way, throughout the show, causing all this havoc. And they have a pretty damn epic little fight that goes on, takes it out to outer space, and ends up stabbing Soups right in the chest. With kryptonite, it's just really good. I mean, there's the Fleischer suit right there, and I don't know if I can find a full-on shot. As you see me scrolling, you can see certain things, like that was that terrible Arrowverse suit where you're like, what the hell is that? What is that? His Clark Kent look is good. He sells the Clark Kent. Works well. Here's a nice shot from the intro where he's flying up with Lois as he's talking about things that have been going on. I mean, look at that. Look at that shot right there. It looks great in live action also. That's why I say, hey, go check it out. Go check it out on the CW Seed. I know you can watch it if you have their app. Here's a shot of him like staring down as he picks up the truck. I mean, it doesn't look awful at all. Nothing looks cheap. This is a scene where they're in the barn, and the boys get a little risque. He goes to try to turn on the internet right here, and this is the one with the Superman powers. He shows abilities in the intro where they show him throwing a football, and he like rips it down as a little kid, so they know he's got something in him too, but not sure fully what it is. We know he has the laser eyes right away, and super strength, because in this scene what happens is when he falls and then all the beams start falling, he actually is the one that saves his brother from it and does not get hurt and all that kind of stuff. There's another shot of the Fleischer suit. No, I want to get you guys a full shot, but so far not seeing. Let's see what happens if I open up tab. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. If I knew how to spell the name, that probably would help. That is my only issue right here. Let's see if we can get that out. Well, instead of wasting your guys' time right there, because I don't know how to not getting the spelling. I mean, here's another shot of it right here, and it's a thing of glory, that scene. What's going on there? It really is. Really is. But yeah. There was nothing about the show I didn't like, everybody. So, I mean, I really suggest going and check it out. I would love to show you some clips, but I'm not allowed. So just wanted to show you some of those pics right there. And as you heard me talking about it, geeking out, it was great. It was really great. And yeah, that's about it, everybody. So I want you to go hit that like, hit that subscribe, and become a part of the Irregular Nation. Because why wouldn't you want to take a ride on the irregular side? Hell, maybe we can even get another block video. And as you can see, the cooch in the background glowing as always. Don't forget to finger that cooch, y'all. Take care.